Alright, hey everybody, this is Hans once again with another instant noodle recipe time. This is the show where I showcase my abilities that I've learned from reviewing over 3,000 varieties of instant noodles over time. And today I'm continuing the series of TTL, that's Taiwan tobacco and liquor products, with this. This is their Dongpo's pork with, it's like a braised pork with the Shaoxing cooking wine, also known as the Diao cooking wine. Let's get this sucker going, and I'll give you more info about it. What as I said, a boot. I'm trying to perfect my usage of Canadian accents because someday I would like to move to Canada, kind of fit in. This one takes 3 minutes. Comes with some sachets. This is the cooking wine, the massive retort pouch, and this one powder. There's one more. When I was taking pictures, this one smelled like onions. So, and you know me, I like my onions, so that's a pretty good deal. So let's throw this noodle block in. It's kind of, I don't want to make a mess. I'm just going to dump it in, which probably will result in me making a mess, but you never know. Look at that, no mess. If you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to. And if you can, sweet. Alright, and returning to boil and giving a nice... Man, I just cleaned this stove. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So, what's going on in my neck of the woods? So the flu we all had, oh, what was the deal? My nose all of a sudden started to hurt, and that was really bad. It was like I barely touched my nose. It was just like fire. It was horrible. That went away, and now one of my eyes is like ultra sore. It's like goopy. But I've found if you have like a sore, goopy eye that's like all dried out and nasty, just like keep putting washcloths with warm water on it and it goes away. But honestly, it couldn't go away quicker. It's like I woke up this morning, my eyelid was like glued shut. Then I made the mistake of just trying to pull it apart. Oh man, that's horrible. Probably the most horrible pain I can think of at the moment right now. Yeah, I did not care for that at all. But anyways, yeah, it's been fun doing these boozy noodles. I must say, they're you know, you could, I guess, put booze in with noodles just for the sake of putting booze in with noodles. I mean, I've seen umpteen million kind of like joke pictures of people enjoying, you know, instant noodles, and then like a bowl of ramen, and then next to it like a glass of Chardonnay or Pinot or something like that. Just, ho 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 ho, you know, sarcasm, but actually this is pretty high-end stuff. So yeah, it does exist. It's kind of like the whole thing about, oh, you know, you take a pack of instant noodles and you crush it up and you sprinkle in the seasoning packet and you shake it and you eat it. Yeah, they actually make products like that in Asia. So it's not like some kind of crazy early teens lazy cooking thing. It's actually a snack, and it's not bad when you actually come at it in that direction. You know, if you're like if you're coming at it from like a design standpoint, you can do all sorts of cool stuff. And there's one that I like that's honey butter. and it's really freaking good. I'm really surprised, but yeah, a lot of Taiwanese ones, a lot of there's some Japanese ones, but a lot of Korean ones. Oh man, lots of Korean ones. 2, 1, and we're done. Okay. Excuse me, my nose still is just like bugging me. It just won't let up. So here, let's get you a little more situated here. Let's see, are you able to see that? Kinda. Okay, I think that's about the best I can do. So, need my scissors. So you know how it always seems like famous people die in threes? Well, the box set has been completed. The first, I'm not sure if it was the first. I'm pretty sure the first was Burt Reynolds. And then the second was the singer from the Cranberries? Somebody from the Cranberries. I think they do that zombie song where they go zombie, zombie, zombie. Yeah. And then, what's his name? Robert Daly? Richard Daly? He was in tons of stuff. I didn't even think to actually have his name on file in my skull, but when I saw who he was, I was like, oh man, that guy. He was the buddy of the main guy on what's that show? I Dream of Jeannie. He was on Bob Newhart. He just always played the same role of just kind of like the sketchy dude who is always good for comic relief and did funny stuff. And yeah, that guy was rad. I heard somebody saying something on the news last night about how he was like the most positive person he'd ever met. Like, that's cool. So yeah. And yeah, so yeah, when I heard that, I was just like, no way, really? That's crummy. But, you know. Okay, come on. Here's our Dongpo. Wow. And I mean, look at this before I stir it up. Look at the size of the chunks of pork in this. I mean, that's decent. That's, honestly, that's quite decent. So, very cool. And then finally, we'll have our last but not least. The problem I'm having with these, though, is when I do the plating, decent or not, I don't like to do a lot of stirring in the bowl, because then it gets all over the sides of the bowl, and that's like a nightmare on its own. I try to make it look like nice and neat and clean. So when I pour it in, it's like, oh, where'd the meat go? Oh, it's gone. Where'd it go? So it's like, then I have to like try to dig out the meat. And one thing I'm not a big fan of doing is digging out meat. So, bowl. Let's see. Alright, that's what we got here. Perfect. First try and perfect. Okay, so let's see if we can get this in with some meat showing. I might have to do a little bit of digging, but I think we're going to be pretty happy with this. Yeah, there's a nice big chunk of meat. Digging out the meat, digging out the meat, dig it, digging out the meat. Oh no, I didn't try it. That's kind of a requirement. Well, there's a bunch of meat. Okay. So let's go from right here. Here's the noodle. Happy as a clam. No clams in this. Mmm. Well, now I'm burying the meat. It's good. I mean, it's got a very nice kind of pork flavor. I'm not going to go with like violently braised. Let me try this pork actually. Mmm. It just like melts in your mouth. It's good. I tell you, what I don't understand is, okay, the reason you don't see these in the US really all that much is because, you know, import restrictions because of the meat, right? Then why don't people, like companies in the US, why doesn't, and I'll call out a few, why not? Nissin, Marchand, Nongshim, Sapporo Ichiban. Why don't these big players here in the US make ones that have retort pouches? I mean, granted, there's the big problem we have here is people think of instant noodles and they think poor man's food. I mean, I've had, you know, people see stuff on my top 10 and be like, it's $3 for a pack of that? That's a ripoff, man. They should be a quarter and blah, 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 blah. Just flipping out. But they just don't get it, and they never will, so poo-poo on them, I say. Poo-poo on them. Here's some spring onion. I'm really kind of at a loss of what to add to this. I was going to put some fried garlic, but you know me and my fetish with crisp onion. So put a little bit of that right here. I don't want to really obscure our view of the meat all that much. Meat view obscurage is kind of a bad deal. So anyways, yeah. Yep. And maybe a little bit of this. No, I'm going to hold off on that. Look at me. Exercising restraint. You won't see that very often. Anyways. Well, cool. Thanks again to Ben for the help with the translation. I kind of let him help me with the translation, and then I look around and try to find English translations and kind of put it all together into a way that if somebody's searching for this, they'll find it either way. So I think that's kind of where I got to with it. So, yeah. Good one. Alright, this has been Hans, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. If you like this video, please subscribe. Just do it even if you didn't like it. And check out some of these other videos. There's lots to choose from, lots to check out. I come out with videos every day, so yeah, and check out the chocolate break, things like that. Yeah, just go to the channel and watch everything I've ever done, and that would make me really happy, and then subscribe. So, no, subscribe first. Alright, have a good one. Bye.